Imagine in the last 10 years when people bought a brand new car or even used that it's got great features, you drop a lot of money, and the infotainment system is just missing a couple of features. Well, usually your phone can make up for that. My biggest gripe with these new cars, a lot of them, is that they have this garbage infotainment system that doesn't support much. You might have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that'll support both iOS and Android. There is a solution to this. Here is the new Ottocast Mirror Touch that supports wireless CarPlay as well as Android phone wired screen mirroring, iPhone wired screen mirroring, as well as bi-directional control. That's awesome. Then on the back we have a ton of different ways to contact them in case if anything goes wrong, which likely won't be the case here. You'd be forgiven if you never heard of this company before, Ottocast. They make a ton of great adapters, including this one, that's available directly on their website for under $100. I'll have a link below as to where you can check this out and their other great products. Alright, so let's see here in this box. We have the user manual, which is pretty simple to go over. It seems like it's pretty straightforward, honestly. It's more like a quick start guide in a sense. So put that to the side. We've got the Ottocast itself here. This is relatively thin and pretty lightweight too, honestly. Gonna put this to the side. And then finally, there is a USB-A to USB-C adapter. It's very nice that they include that. So it has three things, very simple and straightforward. And you have these cables that are like fabric. And the reason why that's nice and important is because this won't get tangled up, because it's frictionless. And on the bottom here, we have the USB-A cable to place it on the car side, and this one's not too long. Again, fabric on top, fabric on the bottom, so nothing will get tangled up. And even if it does get slightly tangled, it's easy to untangle it because, again, it's frictionless. That's the important thing. And so the other side has a USB-C cable, and it's much more longer this time, which makes sense, giving you enough space to kind of plug this into your phone wherever your phone mounts might be or holder. On the front, it looks like we do have an LED indicator to show whether or not this is on. And yeah, this looks pretty simple and straightforward. Just plug in and go. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and try this in a car. Introducing the Ottocast. Here's how this works. Literally, you just take the USB-A cable, plug it into your car, and then it shows up almost instantly. And here we are. We can now use CarPlay, iOS Mirror, or Android Mirror. That's the one missing feature that a lot of these cars have, and this solves by just plug and play. So we are going to go ahead and use this S22 Ultra. And by the way, these are all the phones that are supported with this. Literally all this is just plug in and use, connected to an external display. And now this also can use Samsung DeX if need be, because this is an S22 Ultra. So let's click Android Mirror and see what we get. Right here we have Samsung DeX, which is absolutely perfect. And now with Samsung phones, you can go ahead and use this as a touchpad. And this is literally like a little desktop on your infotainment system. Absolutely incredible. This is really cool stuff, seeing it for the first time. And there's so much support here. Again, it's basically like a Mirrorcast. Well, not basically, it is a Mirrorcast. And in case you're wondering, yes, you can use the touchscreen here. It's not going to limit you just to the phone only. So yeah, the Mirrorcast is very simple and easy to understand. You can watch videos on here. This is YouTube. You don't like Samsung DeX? Not a problem. You can use this as a regular Mirrorcast like any other phone. And that's really awesome. Look at that. I'm just going through everything. No issues whatsoever. It's all smooth. And then if I want to go into, let's say here, here's another cool thing. When you go landscape, it'll switch to landscape mode on here. Pretty nice. You can actually use the screen on here instead of just on your phone. So you can just solely rely on this, and you can also go full screen too. Look at how useful that is. And not just that, if I want to minimize stuff, I just click this button and it goes back to normal. Look at how convenient that is. That's great, honestly. The user interface doesn't get more simple than this, and it's really smooth. No lag whatsoever, honestly. Things are relatively clear. Yeah, you can go on the internet, research whatever you want to. It's very smooth too. No issues whatsoever. And the other benefit is this being a coiled cable like this, fabric. It's not getting in the way whatsoever. It's not too big, not too heavy. It's not like pulling this down by a lot. The moment of truth here is, does YouTube work? And it looks like it's loading up. I have it sideways, and it's working. It's emitting from the car speakers. That's perfect. That's even too much of that on YouTube, surprisingly, for this. That's better than Samsung DeX, because the sound emits from the car speakers. So it feels a little bit more immersive. It just feels better overall, and I can adjust it from here very easily. Yeah. It seems like a lot of those videos are sponsored, so... This video is brought to you by KeysFan. Don't be a schmuck. Yeah, that's crazy that you can even game on here. The idea of that is just incredible. Now let me tell you something. Apple has AirPlay and Android has Mirrorcast, which are both great in their own aspects. But it's nothing compared to the mirror touch that the Ottocast has here. So like we showed here, this Ottocast is a simple plug-in and play, no apps needed, lower latency time too, which is really important, and it casts only the screen but also enables control of the phone with the screen. And yeah, it's doing a great job overall. Anyways guys, this was the Ottocast. Let me know what you think. I absolutely love this. It was easy to do basically everything. It's just plug in and play. It doesn't get more simple than this. I wish cars already had mirror casts, but Ottocast fixes that problem. So anyways guys, stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching.